Hey everybody, Richter Knives, your favorite knife tuber, episode number 68. And today, I'm going to show you my 5 favorite traditional pocket knives. They're sitting right here in their slips. And they're in no particular order. Because I just can't pick my 5 favorite in order. I can pick the 5 favorite ones. Not very easily, but I can do it. I'm going to show them to you right now. So whichever one we pick up first is pretty much, I guess number 5. I don't know. This slip houses my 35 cattle knife GC. And my buddy Jonathan made this slip for me. And he does an awesome job. You can see the stitching is just professional. Perfect. I don't think you can get better than that. Everything's centered. Everything looks really good. My initials on the back. Michael Jared Richter. I love it. He does a great job on slips and leather work. He pretty much taught me everything I know about leather. And I'm not just saying that. This is my 35 cattle knife. And this to me is one of the best GCs that has ever been made. It's a 3-blader Stockman, and it has the spear with the teeners. Yep, and it's pretty sharp. Fruit roll up sticky sharp because I leave it that way. I just like this blade. This blade shape to me is probably my favorite blade shape on a traditional pocket knife. Maybe. I can't make up my mind, okay? Don't hold me to the fire for Pete's sake. Anywho, I still like it. See the etch right there? It says cattle knife. Tidioute cutlery. And I like the shield too. I'm assuming that's a bow tie shield. Snappity snap. Ready? Oh yeah, she's got the snap. Sheep's foot. Small bit of teeners right there. Even though I pretty much use this for tape. This is a perfect blade for tape. And that buddy is shark. And ye old. I want to call that a spay. It's got to be a spay. Look at the swedge on that thing. Thrifty Kniffy. Look at that. Would you look at it? Alrighty. Elderberry cheekbone. This is just a treat to own. This was gifted to me by a dear friend. And I can't believe I still own it. I really just can't. Love this knife. I love carrying it. Even though it's not a single blade like I normally like. This is, I don't know what it is about it that just draws me to it. But I put it right on up there. This is one of them. It yanked on my heartstrings. Love it. Anywho's. There's one. Number 2. This one is see the 78 on there? I put that 78 on there because it houses a GC 78, which I tried to make look like, Anyways, if you squint, kind of looks like it. This is my 78. This one, honestly, I can say this. You couldn't trade me for this knife. There's nothing that I think I'd want more than this particular pocket knife right here. You could, I don't even think you can give me a Fremont jack. I don't think you could give me, I don't think there's a pocket knife out there. Now, I want you to look at these epic teeners. It don't get better than that. When you look up the teeners in the dictionary, there she sits right there. picture. Yield 78. Beautiful. This is that same blade pretty much. It's not as fat as the cattle knife. May have been at one time, I don't know, but I did use this a lot. Buddy on Instagram of mine had this for a long time, and it was new in the tube, and he'd take the old pictures of it, and he kept it nice and clean. And for years I would try to trade him for this thing, and he wasn't giving up on it. And finally, I don't know or remember what it was that I traded for this, but he finally turned the loose of it. And I can't believe that he didn't never use it, because he's a user. And man, but this one right here, I'm flat in love. I can't believe I even have it. Kind of like that cattle knife. I did trade to get this one, but I never thought he'd give up on it or come off of it. Look at that swedge. That's a cut swedge and a long pull and a teener. This is the Northfield flavor, if you'll put your peepers right there. Unexcelled, or however you say that. Listen to the walk and talk on ye old thing. Snappity snap, snap, snap. The other side's a little darker. See, watch. Yeah, 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 yeah. This side's darker. See? And if you look at the jigging on this thing, sometimes I say jigging and it sounds like I'm saying chicken. I'm not saying chicken though. I'm talking about this stuff right here on the bone. I like this. It's the only one I got like that. But looky there. Brass liners, like the Lord meant it to be. Brass pins. And this is my favorite GEC shield. Look, that is nice. And it's just the right size for a pocket knife for me. It's got this natural choil right here where you put your finger. And it's just everything you want a pocket knife to be. Pretty much. Unless you want a pocket clip. But who in the bloody world wants a pocket clip on something like this? This is sweet. That's number 2. Whoop. Put him right there. Hang out right there. Calm down. Sorry, my OCD. Sorry about that. It's tickling, tingling, whatever happens. This is probably my favorite slip. If you look at the teeners on that bad boy, because she's shiny. This is one of my, I think this is my original R slip. First one I ever put an R on. Pretty sure. And this has my Sod Buster Junior. This one started its life as a CV chestnut bone. Cracked that bone and decided, before it all falls apart, I guess I'll just go ahead and send it to Box Creek Knife Co. and Patrick over there, because I seen one that he had done like this with the crosscut micarta, the lanyard tube, and the half stops. Watch. Also has the force teeners. And this thing, I can't even call that fruit roll-up sticky. That is, gosh, I can't even think of words for that sticky. Woo! That is shark. But look at this. Yeah. Yeah, it has almost perfect action. Walk and talk is there. I mean, it's right there. I put the lanyard on here with the coppers. You know, because I like to party. Then, you know, this is one of my favorite because it's pretty much everything I want in a pocket knife. Pretty much. Like the GEC 71, this is just a little smaller version of that. And it's got the brass, which I like the brass. It's got the micarta. I like the micarders, the teeners. Everything about, there's nothing I don't like about this. I like the size. Fits in my pocket well. I like it. And I just like hearing that. Could do that all day. Half stops on a Sod Buster Junior. Are you kidding me? That's bona fide. Straight bona fide. Anywho's. Slip kind of matches, you think? There she is, number 3. This one is newer. Almost brand newer to me. I just got this in a trade. And I've always wanted one. Now, I made this here slip. This is a grid slip. And I love this leather. Y'all have seen me make stuff and break stuff. Why don't I just tear it up, for Pete's sake? You know, I hard use my knives. I don't know why I do that. I just throw them into my tailgate. Nobody cares. All right, anywho. I've always wanted one of these. This is a 15 GEC. And I've had 15 GECs. I even have another one, but it's not a TC. This one is the TC Barlow in chestnut peach seed jig bone. It's got the TC on both sides. See? Tom's choice. The bone, the jigging on this one is just beautiful. And it's also got that natural choil right there for your finger. She's got a little bit of schnozberries on the teeners right there. You see them colors. The blues, the purples, the yellows, the grays, schnozberries. It's snappy too, watch. Woo! 15 is usually, every 15 I've ever gotten a hold of is snappy. I always wanted a 15 sheep's foot saw cut like Randy Johnson has. And if I can't get that one, this was my second runner up. And hey, look, the clip with the long pull, the swedge, the peach seed, jig bone, gold. Oh, dude, it's beautiful. That just, that's one of the prettiest Barlows. I love it. So it immediately went into my top 5 because I've always wanted one of these. I was just kind of waiting on the right one. I could have had a couple of, I actually did have a sepia saw cut with the spear, but I didn't like it because you couldn't pinch it. This you can pinch. That's why I want the clip or the sheep's foot, because you can pinch it. It's just better to me. I think every one of these you can pinch except for the cattle knife. You can't really pinch that. And actually, I don't even remember if I can pinch it. I think I can. But, I'm sorry. That. There's my TC. Look. One more look around. Let's just look at it one more time. It's so beautiful. I did put an edge on it, and it is shark. Yep. I like that. This is just going to get to looking better and better because I'm going to use it a lot. It's a And it's such a great carry because it doesn't hardly weigh anything. It's small, but it's still big enough to do whatever you want to cut. You know what I'm saying? This one is my oldest case pocket knife. And also, see, it's got the double X right there on this. And the R. You've seen this before. This is the chestnut jig bone swayback. Brass liners. And I'll tell you something about case. You can't out jig them Salma guns. You can't. Try it. It ain't gonna happen. So, I mean, you could just stare at that all day long. This one is the CV flavor. And she's got the Tieners too. This is probably my most used pocket knife, honestly. You could just slip this old boy right down in that watch pocket. And it is ready to go. And this Warncliffe, look at the shape of that thing. It just flows. Nice, beautiful swedge. Tony Bose is a genius. I did chip the bone somewhere, but I'm not recovering this one. It's just gonna be what you see right there. Right there. I chipped it. You can see the liner right there. That's fine though. It's got half stops. Snappy, snappy. It's a smaller one. So let's just kind of compare this one to the 15. I believe it's a little bit smaller than the 15. See that? But still, honestly, if you could use this as your only pocket knife. You really could. Especially, you know, folks that are, you know, not doing crazy stuff. This is a great EDC. I love it. I'll never stop loving it. It'll never stop being one of my favorite. I also have another one of these that was gifted to me, and it's a double blade stainless saw cut version, and it is, I think it might look better than this one. I just prefer the CV, but I love this one. So there it is. That's my top 5 favorite. Let's get them out. We'll set them right here. The 15, the Sod Buster Junior, the 78, and the cattle knife. Looky there. I mean, how do you even choose which one to put in your pocket all day long? That's a good problem to have. But I really love these knives. I even like the slips that go with them. You know what I'm saying? So, how about that? This is my top 5 favorite traditional pocket knives. And this is Richter. Out. Hey, wait, before we stop, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. It looks kind of like that. Boop, boop. Hit that. Also, tell your friends, tell your mom and them, tell your crush, tell your buddies, and your barber about Richter knives. And don't forget to share, and also hit the bell notification so you'll know when to get these videos. Hey, love y'all. Richter. Out.